Good morning. Today is graduation day, December 2. Punta na kami sa ceremony. Yung mga kasama ko. Against the light. Kami lang 4. May araw. Oh, good morning kayo dyan. Good morning. Today December 2. So pupunta kami graduate ni Celhsly. You is Marine.
Officially formed in 1921, Marine Band San Diego has thrilled countless millions throughout the world with its inspiring renditions of traditional and contemporary music. Each member of the band has completed recruit training and maintains combat skills, giving true meaning to the title Marine Musicians. The band is under the direction of Chief Warrant Officer 2, Randall Metzinger, and led on the march by the drum major, Staff Sergeant Craig Palmer. American march composer Carl King is famous for his blazing circus marches and whimsical melodies, but he has also served as one of the cornerstones to solidify military marching music into the American military tradition. This next piece, titled Cyrus the Great, showcases the strength and finesse of Marine bands and represents the centuries-long lineage of music in the military. from Aberdeen, South Dakota, American composer John Kakavas is most known for his contributions to music and television. However, he has also led profound contributions to military wind bands. One of his most lasting arrangements artfully captures the widely known patriotic melody of My Country, 'Tis of Thee. In honor of the journey your new Marines have volunteered to embark upon in service to this nation's safety and freedom, Marine Band San Diego would like to offer this next selection, simply titled America. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the march on of the troops and remain standing for honors to the Commanding General for Marine Corps Recruit Depot San Diego and the Western Recruiting Region, Brigadier General Tayson L. Morris. Accompanying him is Sergeant Major Abel T. Liao, Sergeant Major for Marine Corps Recruit Depot San Diego and the Western Recruiting Region. Ladies and gentlemen, honors for the Commanding General for Marine Corps Recruit Depot San Diego in the Western Recruiting Region. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. The depot, which consists of 388 acres, is the Corps' oldest West Coast installation and has a recruit training mission dating back to 1923. This year, more than 17,000 young men and women will successfully complete our rigorous 3-month training cycle and depart the depot having earned the title Marine. We extend a warm welcome to the families and friends of the Marines graduated from Golf Company. This morning, Lance Corporal Madison D. Franklin is the company honor graduate. While at the Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Lance Corporal Franklin was trained by Senior Drill Instructor Gunnery Sergeant Bernita M. Finley and was recruited by Staff Sergeant Rachel Horford from the 9th Marine Corps District, Recruiting Station, Indianapolis, Recruiting Substation, Southeast Indianapolis, Indiana. Also present today is the highest platoon average primary marksmanship instructor, Sergeant Benjamin J. Jones. We would also like to extend a warm welcome to today's parade reviewing official, Chief Warrant Officer 5, Thomas Montero, United States Marine Corps, retired. Today, as a representation of the legacy of bravery and selfless service to which all Marines have committed themselves, we pause to honor the actions of a Marine who clearly demonstrated commitment to their comrades, our country, and our Corps by reading the following citation of meritorious action. The President of the United States of America takes pleasure in presenting the Silver Star to Corporal Christian A. Brown, United States Marine Corps, for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity in action against the enemy while serving as squad leader, 1st Squad, 2nd Platoon, Weapons Company, 1st Battalion, 6th Marines, Regimental Combat Team 8, 2nd Marine Division Forward, 2nd Marine Expeditionary Force Forward, Afghanistan, on 7 December 2011 in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. While conducting a contact patrol in the Zan-Kajaki district, the squad came under intense fire from multiple hardened insurgent positions of a numerically superior force. Lance Corporal Brown immediately directed fire onto the insurgents, coordinated with an adjacent unit, established a base of fire, and assisted in the development of a plan to maneuver onto the insurgent positions. With insurgent fire intensifying, Lance Corporal Brown decided to displace the machine gunner and designated marksman. During their movement, the marksman was hit in the head from a burst of intense insurgent fire and critically wounded. Lance Corporal Brown immediately radioed in the medical evacuation request and led his squad under fire to a hasty landing zone. With the helicopter taking fire and unable to land, he identified an alternate landing zone 400 meters away and coordinated with the medical helicopter to extract the casualty. After establishing a support by fire position, he personally carried the casualty under heavy fire the final 300 meters to the alternate landing zone. Without regard for his own safety, he safely evacuated the casualty, consolidated his squad, and responded to the insurgent attack until the fire ceased. By his bold leadership, wise judgment, and complete dedication to duty, Lance Corporal Brown reflected great credit upon himself and upheld the highest traditions of the world's finest fighting force, the United States Marine Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, now taking his position at the head of the formation is the Commanding General for Marine Corps Recruit Depot San Diego and the Western Recruiting Region, Brigadier General Jason L. Morris. Accompanying him is Sergeant Major Abel T. Leal, Sergeant Major for Marine Corps Recruit Depot San Diego and the Western Recruiting Region. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the presentation of the colors and remain standing for the playing of the National Anthem. We welcome veterans and members of the armed forces to join us and render appropriate honors with a military salute. For guests who have not served in the military, it is proper etiquette during the National Anthem to place the right hand over their hearts, and for those in the audience wearing headgear, to remove it.
March on the colors!
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commanding General for Marine Corps Group Depot San Diego and the Western Recruiting Region, Brigadier General Jason L. Morris.
Good morning, everyone. How we doing? I think we're here for Gulf Company's graduation, right? Yeah, you betcha. Hey, great to see such a big crowd out here. I keep thinking we have enough seats, but apparently we don't. So I appreciate for those of you that are standing. You'll probably appreciate it later because those stands for the graduation, they get pretty rough on your hindquarters. So enjoy standing up right now. Hey, welcome to MCRD San Diego. I'm Brigadier General Morris. On behalf of me and Sergeant Major Leal, my Sergeant Major here at the depot, we want to welcome you to Gulf Company's graduation. It is not lost on us how much effort it took for most of you to come here. Some of you have come from all over the country, and actually at the DI dinner, I heard there was a family that actually came from New Zealand. So it is a big deal. We recognize the fact that both the expense and just the effort to get here to watch your Marine graduate is a huge sacrifice. So thank you very much for coming, and thank you very much for your support of your young son or daughter who is going to graduate today as a United States Marine. They are doing something that the vast majority of the American population is unqualified and unwilling to do. They are raising their hands to volunteer to serve their country in the nation's force and readiness, the service that has been charged by Congress to be the most ready when the nation is least ready and is the first to fight. So congratulations, thanks for your support. It's great to have you all here. You have a lot to be proud of this morning. Hey, the first thing I want to do is recognize our parade reviewing official. Today is a very special day. We have a retired Chief Warrant Officer 5. His name is Thomas Montero. He served in the Marine Corps, both active duty and the reserves, for 31 years. And he started out as a machine gunner, 0331. He was serving on the East Coast, went through Parris Island, which we'll forgive him for this morning, but became a Marine, became an 0331 machine gunner, and spent time in Latin America and other places as an enlisted Marine first. He got out, decided he missed the camaraderie and just the spirit of being a Marine, so he came back in. And at this point, he transitioned into the intelligence field. And that started what was a long career that lasted over 30 years of doing intel, counterintelligence, counter-narcotics, counter-terrorism work in combat operations in 4 different continents and in very many different places around the world. He transitioned to what is now known as the Defense Counterintelligence and Security Agency. That's a mouthful. I got that right. But this is the agency that protects our defense industrial base and makes sure that the weapon systems and all the systems that are prepared by industry get to the warfighter without having been compromised to our adversaries. So that's a big deal right now, where we've got a number of nation-state competitors that are really in our knickers every day trying to steal our stuff. So he has spent the last 20 years doing that. He is currently the Western Region Director of Counterintelligence for the Department of Counterintelligence and Security Agency. And he is going to retire today after 42 years of total federal service. 31 as a Marine, and there was some overlap, and now 20 with the DCSA. So Thomas, great to have you here. It is a remarkable 4 decades of service that you've had. Thanks for everything you've done as a Marine and also as a defense counterintelligence professional. Let's give Thomas a round of applause. And just for everybody's awareness, so we replaced the audio system here about 3 weeks ago, and I walk around and I find dead spots. So you heard it go out. I'm moving away from that spot so it doesn't cut out on me. So our pro is the first one I want to recognize. Also with him is Miss Allison Carpenter. She is actually the Deputy Assistant Director for Counterintelligence at the Defense Counterintelligence and Security Agency. She is a retired Army officer and intel officer, and also a career counterintelligence professional. Ma'am, great to have you here, and you're going to be retiring, Mr. Montero. So thrilled that you could be here, and thanks for your service. Let's give her a round of applause. And now I want to just introduce a couple of special guests that I do want to recognize. So we have a family here who is going to graduate their 4th Marine this morning. 3 Marines sitting over here, the Grove family, and they graduated in the last 2 years, 3 of them. And today, their youngest sibling and only daughter, Samantha, is going to graduate as a Marine. So to the Grove family, thanks for your service to our nation. Couldn't be more proud of you, and the family looks great. Thanks for your service. Round of applause. And lastly, we do have, and there's only so much I can remember, so I apologize. We have 4 E9, either sergeants major, a command master sergeant, or a sergeant major from the Army who are here today to watch their son, nephew, or friend graduate. I would ask you all to stand up and be recognized. Sergeant Major Wolkin, stand up. I know this guy, he and I served together. But thank you all for your service. Great to have you here, and thrilled that you graduate. Okay, so those are our special guests. I do want to start out just by saying today that with every company, every single Marine that graduates today is special. But there is only one company honor graduate. Today, the company honor graduate is Lance Corporal Madison Franklin. She is graduating from platoon 2149, and she is coming to us from outside of Indianapolis, Indiana. And Lance Corporal Franklin has her mom, dad here, some other family members. She outcompeted the other 412 Marines that are going to graduate today. So she is also our first female honor graduate here in San Diego. So that is a big deal for us. Congratulations on raising such a great young lady. So Madison was part of the Marine Corps JROTC unit at her high school, but thought she wanted to join the Army this time. And here I am maneuvering around the dead spots. Madison met her recruiter. In this case, we have Staff Sergeant Rachel Warnock. She is a canvassing recruiter. I'm sorry, Warford. She is a canvassing recruiter assigned to Indianapolis, and she has done a great job, not just because she recruited the company honor graduate, but she also has 3 other female Marines and a male Marine graduating today. So, Staff Sergeant, what a tremendous job you've done. Thank you for your service, your sacrifice out there, and bringing the Marine and religious service support sailors, that are supporting our permanent personnel and our recruits. We could not do it without our U.S. Navy partners. On the left side of the formation, you have our headquarters and service battalion Marines. They're the ones that provide all the supply, logistical, administrative, and training support to the recruit training regiment and to our recruiters and permanent personnel. We could not do it without them either. You heard the band. They're awesome. My Marine Corps Recruit Depot San Diego band is led by Chief Warrant Officer Metzinger and Drum Major Staff Sergeant Craig Palmer. They perform over 300 times a year and do a fantastic job. After they're done with graduation today, they're actually going to go march in the Coronado Christmas Parade and have a performance on the island of Coronado. So they do a lot to represent us in the community, and they make every formation and ceremony a true celebration. And finally, in the center of the formation, you have the color guard, led by my color sergeant, Sergeant Parker Shorgle. They are the ones who are responsible for the preservation and presentation of the national and organizational colors here on the depot and out on the community. They do a fantastic job, and again, perform over 300 times a year, either here or out in the community. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give these Marines and sailor a round of applause for a job well done and everything that they've done to transform your young son or daughter into a Marine. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up. So you can tell that we treat our colors like they are sacred cloth. And they are, because they represent everything with the oath of enlistment and office that we all take to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and to bear true faith and allegiance to the same. They represent all of our currently serving service members and those who have gone before us to create the legacy that we uphold. And they represent everything that is good about America in the world. And they represent the freedom and security to our allies and partners, and they give hope to the oppressed and downtrodden around the world. So tomorrow, we won't do a grand ceremony like this, but everywhere around the world where Marines are stationed, colors will be raised at 0800, because that's who we are and that's what we do as Marines. And they represent the United States in every climb and place, at every far post and station aboard ship, back here at Conus, and in lands far, far away. And the legacy that those colors represent, that have been established by Marines from the founding of our nation and from the founding of our Corps in 1775, through the World Wars, through our conflicts in Korea, Vietnam, and our most recent conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan, represented by Marines like Lance Corporal Brown, who received the Silver Star for his actions in Afghanistan, and represented by the Marines who stood duty and responded to crisis about a year and a half ago when they went into the Hamid Karzai International Airport to ensure the evacuation of over 120,000 Americans and Afghan partners. And they represent all the Marines and sailors who are currently deployed and awaiting to go into harm's way in the Western Pacific and on NATO's eastern flank. That legacy of service, of battlefield valor and courage, and as required sacrifice, is a legacy that your Gulf Company Marines are inheriting today. It is an awesome privilege and an awesome responsibility, but that legacy is now theirs. We now are charging them with upholding that legacy, and we are fully confident that they are up to the task. So ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming this morning. Great to have you here. I hope you enjoy the ceremony. The rough San Diego winters that we have to endure here will be probably over by the time we march across the parade deck later this morning. But I hope you have safe travels wherever you go. Hold your Marine tight over the next 10 days. Feed them well while they're back on boot leave, and make sure they come back to us to continue their training and continue their journey as United States Marines. So thanks very much for coming. Safe travels. Semper Fi.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the retiring of the colors and remain standing for the playing of Anchors Aweigh, followed by the Marines Hymn. For all Marines present and who have served honorably, please join us in singing the first verse as Marine Band San Diego performs the Marines Hymn.
Turn the colors!
gentlemen, please be seated.
Platoon commanders, dismiss your platoon.
Aye, sir. Dismiss. Move! Dismiss!
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Thank you, and welcome to the Marine Corps family. San Diego was under the leadership of Chief Warrant Officer 2, Brandon Massey, Band Officer, and Master Sergeant Gary Robinson, Band Master. Today, the band is led on the march by Staff Sergeant Greg Palmer, Drum Major, and is under the direction of the enlisted conductor, Gunnery Sergeant Benjamin Hallquist.
He was that. Hey, yo, he look yo.
Graduation day.
Oh, it's like the bear or something. Somebody important. He got like, yeah, I think somebody like Cinder, I don't know. Somebody important. What's the mouth if we drink off that food? What? Hey, come. Working up.
Let us pray. Lord, we ask for your mighty hand to be upon these new U.S. Marines. As they graduate, we pray that they will be strong and courageous, believing that you have called them and are always with them. We pray that they would be bold to stand for what is right, even if it means standing alone. Equip them for every purpose and journey you have in store, so that they would live as mighty warriors in this life for your purposes. We pray that when they encounter various struggles and difficult times, when they experience loss and things don't go their way, that you would teach them greater perseverance through it all. Build deeper character, stronger faith, and use any hardship in their lives for ultimate good, turning it around for blessing instead. We ask for your powerful boldness and courage to face every challenge set before them with a confidence and peace that can only come from your spirit. Raise up greatness within their lives and greatness in this generation. May they be willing to stand strong and true, passionate for you, believing that you have designed them for purpose and good works, which you have planned and prepared in advance for them to do. May the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord let his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. And the Lord look upon you kindly and give you peace. Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. The Commanding General of the Marine Corps of Depot San Diego welcomes you as a historic event in the life of a Marine. Their graduation from boot camp, approximately 40 weeks each year for the past 100 years. New Marines have departed San Diego for service with units of the Marine Corps around the globe. The primary mission of the depot is to provide basic training to recruits in the southwest of the Mississippi, which represents approximately 54% of all applicants in the Marine Corps each year. The depot is also home to recruiter school and drill instructor school. All our efforts here are geared toward one end, producing America's finest fighting force, the United States Marines. This morning, Company G, 2nd Recruit Training Battalion, Recruit Training Regiment, will form and march in the parade. Following the passing review, the graduating Marines will return front and center of the review stand for final dismissal. The staff for today's parade is comprised of Marines from the Recruit Training Regiment. The commander of troops is Captain Charles W. Sprott, Company Commander, Company G, 2nd Recruit Training Battalion. The parade adjutant is First Lieutenant Brandon L. Carter, Executive Officer, Company G, 2nd Recruit Training Battalion, Recruit Training Regiment. The marching units are now being called to attention, and the adjutant's command, sound adjutant's call, will begin today's parade. Marching in today's parade are 413 of the graduating Marines from Company G. Among the 413 Marines are 2 Marines who displayed outstanding performances in 2 individually graded events. Private Daryl W. Woods, 2,154, is the company high shooter, scoring a 338 out of 350. Private First Class Brian E. D. from platoon 2,155 is the most physically fit Marine, scoring a 300 out of 300 on the physical fitness test and the combat fitness test. They will be receiving awards from the Marine Corps Association and Foundation. Present today is the company honor graduates recruiter, Staff Sergeant Rachel Walker. Also present today is the primary marksmanship instructor with a platoon high shooting average of 220 out of 250 for platoon 2,154, Sergeant Benjamin J. Jones. Recruit training is comprised of subjects required to produce basic Marines who function effectively in garrison, or trained in rudimentary individual field and combat skills, and practice the personal and professional traits which distinguish them as Marines. The platoons are now being aligned from left to right in order to get them into their exact positions for the parade. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Great Adjutant now presents the assembled command to the Commander of Troops.
que se dio cuenta, mi padre.
Throughout our nation's history, millions of men and women have earned the title United States Marine. Many who have helped shape our history join us here today. In keeping with the tradition of once a Marine, always a Marine, we would like to recognize them. At this time, those in the audience who have served as Marines, please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, the battalion commander for 2nd Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel James R. Smith.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Brigadier General Jason L. Morris, the Commanding General of the Marine Corps Recruit Depot San Diego and the Western Recruiting Region, as well as on behalf of Colonel Joseph W. Jones, the Commanding Officer of the Recruit Training Regiment, welcome to the graduation of Company G. I'd like to begin today by recognizing a few groups vital to our mission accomplishment. First and foremost, to you, the friends and families of these new Marines, thank you for your love and support on their journey to this momentous day. You laid the foundation, which allowed them to take the initial steps towards becoming a Marine. Your love and support sustained them during their training and will continue to be a source of strength in their new vocation. Welcome to the Marine Corps family. To the families of the Company G staff seated to the right of the reviewing stand, no one knows more than you the time and dedication it takes to transform a civilian into a Marine. Sergeant Major and I are deeply grateful for your sacrifice and support, which enables these drill instructors and officers to perform this critical task. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the God's Company family. I'd like to recognize today's parade reviewing official, Chief Warrant Officer 5 Montero, whose impressive bio you will hear shortly, and who currently serves with the Defense Counterintelligence and Security Agency. Sir, it's an honor to have you. Thank you very much for being here. You know, making Marines is truly a team effort, and at the forefront of that effort are Marine recruiters stationed across this great country. These men and women work tirelessly to identify, educate, and inspire the next generation of Marines. This legion of recruiters is represented today by Staff Sergeant Warford of Recruiting Station Indianapolis, Indiana, who's responsible for guiding the company honor graduate, Lance Corporal Franklin, into our Corps. Our other partner in this endeavor are the instructors at Weapons Field Training Battalion, who teach the critical combat skills necessary to fight and win in any climb and place. They are represented by Sergeant Jones, the primary marksmanship instructor for the company's high shooter, Private Woods. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our recruiters and our combat instructors. The last group I'd like to recognize certainly needs no introduction, for everyone knows the distinct campaign cover of a legendary Marine Corps drill instructor. From the moment your recruit arrived on the depot, there's been a drill instructor with them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, tirelessly instilling the qualities and esprit de corps of a United States Marine and leaving an indelible mark on those they lead. Trust me, your Marine will never forget the name, the face, or the gentle, loving voice of their drill instructors. Now, these Marines behind me are on average 18-year-old high school graduates. 6 have college degrees. They come to us from every state and territory in the Western Recruiting Region and 25 countries around the world, including Japan, Germany, and Jamaica. And when they raised their right hand and swore an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States, they differentiated themselves from 99% of their peers. Upon arrival here, these drill instructors forged them in the fires of martial discipline, shaping their minds and bodies in the mold of generations of Marines who have worn our cloth. As Marines proved themselves capable and worthy, carrying heavy loads long distances over rugged mountainous terrain with minimal food or sleep to be where they're needed, when they're needed, to accomplish any mission. Now, you may have noticed some change in your new Marine. They stand a little taller, look a little leaner, and sport an outstanding Marine Corps haircut. And moms and dads, I guarantee they know how to make their beds. But the truly important change is the one that has taken place within, where they've been immersed in our core values of honor, courage, and commitment. And by virtue of standing here today, they've embraced those as their own. It's because of this, because of the journey they've undergone, because of the moral, mental, and physical development they have displayed, that I am pleased to present 413 young men and women who can forever proudly claim the title of United States Marine. If you'd excuse me, I'd like to address the nation's newest Marines. Good morning, Marines. Sergeant Major and I are incredibly proud of you. We've watched you learn, strive, and grow these past months, and we are pleased to welcome you to our ranks. When you arrived here on our yellow footprints, you affirmed a commitment of selfless service to our Corps. These drill instructors fanned a flame inside of you, and now we expect you will keep it burning bright. You can be justifiably proud of what you've accomplished here. You earned your tan belt in our martial arts program. Some of you learned to swim for the first time in our water survival training, and many overcame a fear of heights in our confidence and obstacle course. You learned weapons employment to deliver precision fires on targets from a staggering distance of 500 yards. And in a final test, you completed the grueling 3-day crucible, where you were required to display exemplary character, physical and mental toughness, leadership, the ability to decide, act, and communicate, and a warfighter spirit. And every Marine, past and present, expects you to display those same attributes in your future trials. And so, having completed the most grueling recruit training on this globe, you're ready to carry on our tradition as America's Naval Expeditionary Force in readiness. As you go forward on the next leg of your journey, I implore you to be safe, be smart, and make good decisions. Remember that eagle globe and anchor pressed into the palm of your hand atop the Reaper represents 247 years of Marines who have come before you. You must always be worthy of that legacy and protect what you've earned. So on behalf of the Marines, sailors, and civilians here aboard the Marine Corps Recruit Depot San Diego, let me offer you a traditional naval parting of fair winds and following seas. Congratulations, Marines. Semper Fidelis, welcome to the Corps.
Now taking a position in the reviewing area is today's parade reviewing official, Chief Warrant Officer 5, Thomas Montero, United States Marine Corps, retired. He's accompanied by Colonel Joseph W. Jones, Commanding Officer, Recruit Training Regiment. Chief Warrant Officer 5, Thomas J. Montero, United States Marine Corps, retired. Chief Warrant Officer 5 Montero is a counterintelligence professional who retired from the United States Marine Corps Reserve after 31 years of combined active and reserve service. He received his Bachelor of Arts from St. Leo University in sociology. During his military career, he supported combat, counterterrorism, counter-narcotics, and counterintelligence operations in Europe, Africa, the Middle East, Latin America, the Indo-Pacific region, as well as the United States. Chief Warrant Officer 5 Montero has been actively involved in his community, supporting children and disabled veterans as a member of the board of directors for several not-for-profit organizations and various cities' cultural affairs executive committees. He began his career in the Defense Counterintelligence Security Agency in 2002 as a counterintelligence special agent. Chief Warrant Officer 5 Montero currently serves as the Regional Mission Director of Counterintelligence, Western Region, Defense Counterintelligence and Security Agency. Chief Warrant Officer 5 Montero is the recipient of the Legion of Merit, the Bronze Star, and over 40 military awards and medals. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chief Warrant Officer 5 Thomas Montero. of your graduation pamphlets, you will find the Marines Hymn. The Marines Hymn has a history dating back to 1859. It is a long-standing tradition for Marines to face the direction of the music and stand at attention when it is heard. It is now directed that all Marines present and to have served honorably, and ladies and gentlemen, you are all encouraged to join. Sing the words to the first verse as Marine Band San Diego performs Anchors Away, followed by the Marines Hymn. Will the guests please rise? Thank you. Please be seated. The Marine Corps' uniqueness and strength as an elite fighting force is directly attributable to the magnificent efforts of the drill instructors and company officers who train and supervise the recruits. The distinct qualities of spirit and discipline, the heart and soul of every Marine, have been developed, nurtured, and ingrained in recruits through their observance and relationship with their drill instructors and officers. Recruit training is the very foundation of the Corps. Each year, recruit training provides thousands of America's finest young men and women with the basic knowledge and skills to function in a profession characterized by its own set of high values and tough standards. The most important thing we do in the Marine Corps is make Marines. The individual Marine is the Corps. That is what we do here. For the Marines graduating today, the long, arduous journey of the last 13 weeks is but a small step into the future of the Marine Corps. As they prepare to fill the ranks of our Corps, they do so with unquestionable support for the high ideals and standards of the United States of America and the United States Marine Corps. Although Company G prepares for their final dismissal from boot camp today, their initial training is not over. Soon after graduation, they will report to the School of Infantry, Camp Pendleton, California, where they will continue to be trained to serve as an effective member of a Marine Rifle Squad. The intense initial training that every Marine undergoes is designed to instill the fundamental premise that every Marine is a rifleman. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to introduce to you the Marines responsible for ensuring the success of the difficult transition required to become a Marine. The company commander is Captain Charles W. Sprott. The company first sergeant is First Sergeant Francisco Reyes Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a round of applause for the company staff of Company Chief. The next portion of the ceremony will be the traditional function of retiring the guidons. The guidons have been carried by the platoons throughout recruit training and are being retired to symbolize the disbanding of platoons. All similar units in the Marine Corps carry such guidons, which identify the unit and are a source of pride to each individual member. Note that the honor of carrying these guidons is bestowed upon those Marines who displayed outstanding leadership qualities, motivation, and character, and were selected as the platoon honor graduates. The platoon honor graduates compete for the titles of series and company honor graduate. They are considered the top Marines graduating today and have demonstrated the highest potential for future leadership and responsibility in the Marine Corps. The guidons will now be returned to the drill instructors. Be presented a plaque by the battalion commander, Lieutenant Colonel Smith, and the battalion sergeant major, Sergeant Major Valdez. Ladies and gentlemen, please hold your applause until all honor graduates have been recognized. The honor graduate for platoon 2149 and the company honor graduate is Lance Corporal Madison D. Franklin from Indianapolis, Indiana. Lance Corporal Franklin is also the recipient of the Chesty Puller Award for her outstanding meritorious performance while in recruit training. The honor graduate for platoon 2150 is Private First Class Nashiri A. Smith from Fresno, California. The honor graduate for platoon 2151 is Private First Class Daniel J. Luckett from Chicago, Illinois. The honor graduate for platoon 2153 is Private First Class Gregory D. Carter from St. Paul, Minnesota. The honor graduate from platoon 2154 and the series honor graduate is Private First Class Marco A. Fletes Marquez from Los Angeles, California. And the honor graduate for platoon 2155 is Private First Class Nicholas D. Fisher from Castle Rock, Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, the honor graduates of Company G. The company first sergeant will now give the command to the senior drill instructors to dismiss their platoons. Needless to say, this will be the most welcome command they have received throughout recruit training. Ladies and gentlemen,
Saan mo si Hizky? I don't know where. Hindi mo nakita? Hindi ko nakita.
Hey, how did she disappear?
Nawala?
Yeah. So this is my dad. Where's mom?
Over there, over there. Over there. Ito, Celhsly.
Hi, mom. This is
Congratulations.
Hi, nice to
It's good.
daughter is my best friend. Yeah, I know.
Ang daming tao. Grabe.
Hi, nice to meet you. This is you, Lucky. Hi. Are we cheesing or no?
Take picture. Gamitin mo yung camera. Picture.
I see you. Oh gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Bawal daw mag-cross doon. Nak, kami nak. Nak. Baby Koy.
That's recording.
Baby Christine.
Come here, Jake.
Baby Christine. This picture. It's okay. I did this video.
I have something here from but it's in the car. Your dad.
What happened, Nak?
Oh, it's okay. I didn't hold it.
Dan?
Here you go.
Okay, close mo na to.
I was on a bag. So it's great. You guys have space in my car? Do you want me to take a picture while you guys?
It's okay, this video.
Oh, okay. The black bag? Yeah, it's there. It's there. Okay.
Okay.
Have to go get your shoe bags. Okay. Which one bag?
Hi. Tapos ng graduation. Ano yung nasa likod ko na? Kunin. Kunin mo yun.
Ikaw ang nagkabit nito eh.
Clear the parade deck. Thank you.
Oh no, you can pass that way. Where is your house?
My house is over there.
Okay, pass this way.
Yeah, wag kang punta sa parade deck.
Dito lang.
Bakit ka ako? What do you have to wait? Record everything.
Bye guys, tapos ng graduation.
Let's take the roadway.
Ha? It's okay, it's okay.